Soldier Field in Chicago. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. To throw is Brady. They had troubles. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Murray. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's 3rd and 1.
James White's first carry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jamie Collins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Brady's throw there complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
3-yard line.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 51 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that, because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 13 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
These two teams all tied after 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? From the gun, Murray over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Devin Bush make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
6-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score.
And it's 3rd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brady's pass.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Devontae.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now this throw caught left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
7 yards to pick up there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are a bit.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
At 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, it's Brady. The 20. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. play action. Now Brady. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Traquan Smith. Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Devin Bush in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that.
Leads to 3rd and 5.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First down, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Tom Brady sack.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack on the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
37-yard line.
On second down and 4, Brady, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Green Bay.
And that one results in 35 yards. Now Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
His kick is...
And he's able to put it through. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Murray's pass. Complete.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it. Go play action and take your...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Devin Bush in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
The score, Bears 20. Packers 17.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
10 at their own 26-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Smith catches left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. On first down, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. First and 10, here's Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devin Bush racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to go down again. Devin Bush, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now the second down throw on target. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Traquan Smith. A gain of 9.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Brady's throw there complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Touchdown, Packers. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down is Murray. That one complete. He finds Shark. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to DJ Chark.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. He's got it at the 15. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
is Brady on third down. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Brady.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now the Bears down by 2 touchdowns, 34 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devin Bush in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Devin Bush, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota.